Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy, and tonight we are going to flip through all the sketchbooks that I've worked in throughout the year this year, well, last year, 2022. These are all working sketchbooks. They're not finished. I'm going to show you all the pages that I finished in each one throughout the year. I'm kind of all over the map with sketchbooks. I don't like to work front to back in just one. I won't ever use them if I do it that way, so I kind of made them into specific sketchbooks. There's these to go through, and then the little dude hiding in the pocket back there. We're going to start out with, so this doesn't take forever. We're just going to start out with my humans sketchbook. Where am I going to set these guys? I'll set these guys over here. Out of range so we have space. Zoom in a skosh. There we go. Set that up there. Had to turn off my alarm. Okay, so this is my human sketchbook, meaning moving forward in the book I'm only sketching human anatomy or humans, and previous pages we're not going to do a flip of previous pages. We'll do a little fan. It's been kind of all over the map over the last, since I started this in 2018. This is all I finished from 2018 to current. Got my bunnies and a cat and a tree. And then we get into humans from here, pretty sure, moving forward. I jumped around a little bit at the beginning. I'm doing the 100 Heads challenge very slowly. It started back here with... Stop that. With... Where'd that page go? Yeah, there. With this spread. Oops. And... two failed attempts, then this guy with a little watercolor wash, then I jumped to bunnies, and then we got back into humans. Really like this spread a lot. I like that I used a bunch of different colors, that I put in some elements, colored pencil. This is supposed to be Jim Carrey, but the reference photo I was using, he looked so sad. I failed. But I really love this spread overall. And then there's this spread. This girl kind of scares me. I think it's a statue. It's not a reference photo, it's like a picture of a statue, and the little girl's super grumpy. Tried this one. So I made the mistake and started with this ear for some reason. I did an oval and then I placed the ear, and things got crazy, so I tried again. And it got a little better. And then I did a little outside the box stuff. I like them both. I think they're cool, kind of eerie. I dig them. And then I jump ahead pretty far because I wanted to leave room for 100 Heads, and I took a class with Aaron Blaze this past year. I'm like halfway through it. I never got back to it. It is on the agenda for next month. It's on the calendar to get back into it. This is where we're going to practice heads and the different angles and whatnot for heads, and then eyeballs, just a general practice of eyeballs. And I practiced on a separate sheet of paper, which I glued into the book, so that I could finish practicing eyeballs on here, and then on here, and then on this next page. And then noses. This was fun, because noses challenge me. They just do. I don't even know why. I overthink it probably. Ears kind of challenge me a little bit too, but this helped make them make sense. I'm going to practice more like on this and on the back, and then all this spread will be ears. And then mouths. And I left this piece really long because I worked on a giant sheet of paper for the class, and then I cut it up when we were done. and glued it because I didn't know what else I was going to do. So I was like, I guess I could glue it into my humans sketchbook. And then for this year, we've got some pages to fill. What's that? Did you see that? Did you see the pink? Oh, grandson scribbles. That would be from Joey when he was little. So that's the human sketchbook. That's all I did this year in that. I have this mixed media, the Strathmore mixed media book that I got, I don't even remember, sometime this year. And I went ahead and put a bunch of backgrounds in it. One night I was just playing with color and scribbling and making patterns, and then I did this owl. I think he turned out really, really cool. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see the whole book really clearly. But I really, really like this. I think it turned out amazing. I'd like to make him into a sticker and a print. You guys can let me know what you think. And then this turned out terrible. I did this really cool blue background and decided to put a pink flower on top, and it got away from me. And then I did this really metallic-y background and put one of those manatees on the cover. I think this turned out really good too. I really enjoy this piece a lot. These are all done in ink. I did an ink drawing for this one, and the Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayons are all of these. And then I just have a couple more backgrounds that I did that I think are cool that I'm going to draw on. Just some textures to start the page. I don't know what I was drawing here. I have no idea what the reference photo was, but I stopped and turned the page or did something else because there's nothing else in here. So, and these are all the books that are being used in my sketch a day for Patreon and Sunday sketch day. I'm going to start a Sunday sketch day for the YouTube channel, and my camera got all out of whack again. Are you straight now? Okay. This is the nature sketchbook where we do natural elements, mountains, trees, flowers, bugs, or not animals, but things of nature that are not animals or humans or robots. These are all past pages. This is a book I designated to nature at the beginning of the year, and I like to do spreads. So this is the spread for the first page. Got a little mountain landscape in graphite and colored pencil. This is ink and colored pencil, a little bit of graphite. And this is ink. I was playing around with ink and I had it taped and it leaked underneath, doing a little moonscape thing. This page is unfinished. I might get back to it, I might not. I really like how both of these turned out though. The pen and ink with colored pencil over the top, I really enjoy both of those. And then this spread I love. I love this whole spread. I would like to clean up the edges around this, but I like the splashiness of this box going up into that box, and just a study of roses in all of its phases. Yeah, except for when it wilts and dies. I didn't do that. That'd be an interesting spread, right? Maybe next time. And this is graphite and then ink. All of these are watercolor and ink, colored pencil, Faber-Castell Artist Pitt pens, ink and graphite and watercolor, ink, Artist Pitt pens, and colored pencil. And then I did the border, the background behind it in watercolor. I like how that turned out. Then here, this spread, I just graphite, because I really enjoy graphite drawings. So I was practicing different kinds of pine cones and branches, and then the different kinds of evergreen trees. And then this is a study of one of the trees outside of my apartment, just outside this window. Both of these trees live outside my window right here. One is over by the road that way, and one is like straight across that way. But they're very beautiful trees, and I finally got this one on a whole sheet of paper, which was a challenge. I usually cut off the top. But I really enjoy how these both turned out. So I leave them here, and I put a piece of paper in between because graphite makes a mess in a sketchbook. And I haven't sprayed anything with fixative. I may not. Fixative darkens all of your colors, and it kind of washes out some of your graphite and makes it look more uniform, and I don't like that. This was all taped off into 4. This was a big square here, and then this little piece, and then these 2 pretty uniform pieces. Did a couple landscape studies. That's what this book's for, to study nature. Started a watercolor. This book doesn't, I forgot this book doesn't really take watercolor very well. I'll probably draw something over the top of this and make it a whole big cool spread. You guys will see that in probably one of my Patreon sketch videos or Sunday sketch for YouTube. So that, and then this I did the first day of the year, and that's where we're going to stop with this one. Super excited to get in here and really explore those kinds of things within that sketchbook. Now, this is my animal sketchbook. If you've never seen it, I did covers on all of them, but this one I'm the most proud of. It's all in Posca pen, and I think it turned out super cool. I love the bunny. I love all of it. I think they all turned out super cool. So I thought I'd show you that real quick. And then, where am I? Oh yeah, most of this is, that's 2019. Yeah, this whole sketchbook is 2022. And my computer's talking to me. I was moving videos around and making space. I got my new, side note, tangent, I got my new external hard drive. So I'm cleaning up my other hard drive and deciding what's going to be on that one, because the other one's full. At any rate, this is a graphite page of the red pandas. This one I like a lot. I made this one into another piece. That was back in the beginning of the year. And then turtles in colored pencil. Excuse me. There's a little bit of ink in here. Faber-Castell, and then there's colored pencil and graphite. And then another turtle, and one of those, oh, I'm not going to remember. It starts with an A. Ocelotl? I'm not going to remember. And then one of my weaknesses is jellyfish. I love to draw jellyfish. So I got a jellyfish situation going on there. And then this was fun. This is, last year I was going to start Patreon, and I ended up falling away from it pretty rapidly. I'm going to just set this under here to hold that page up so that it's even. But these are Patreon drawings, paintings that I did for last year. These are the original watercolors, and I made stickers out of each one of these, so they're all in here. And then I did a hippo's, this is swimming, and I just growl, I don't know, making noise, but I made his body too long. And then this one I think turned out pretty cool. The baby hippos swimming are adorable. So that's this spread. Then deer. I really like this spread. Absolutely am addicted to those Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayons. Layering them and blending them with water and then layering more on top, or using them on top of other elements, is a lot of fun. And then more graphite studies of deer. Well, this is actually deer. This is not. This is a different kind of deer. These are white-tailed deer. And then puppy dogs. I'm sorry, I'm catching a cold. I'm trying really hard not to. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. I've taken all the medicines and all the things. But I really love this spread. I like this. This one is my favorite. I just like the tilt of his head and that little kind of sad, soft look he's got here. Isn't he beautiful? I love him so much. Yeah, I used colored pencil over a graphite drawing on him. I do that a lot. I'll pencil it all in graphite like this, and then I'll go on top of it with ink or colored pencil or both, or a little bit of watercolor. This is color erase pencil, and that, or it might be my Indian red colored pencil. Two little cuties sitting next to each other. And then this little sad puss. Dogs are great. I've been fighting getting a puppy for a while now. And then more, this is a deer and this is an elk. Elk are very much bigger than deer are. Elk you can relate to horse-sized, and deer are like pony-sized. They're small. I think that might be, oh no, this is the last spread for in here, and then it starts into this year's stuff. I like to do little squares and squeeze in as much as I can on a page. Generally though, you see me working like this. And that is what we've got done in animals so far. We're almost done. This is my gouache book. This is my, I forget what this is called, what this is called. It's specific. It's a specific kind of sketchbook. But I got my nice human sticker from Fran Nerd's shop. I don't know if her shop's open anymore, but her channel is up on YouTube if you want to check her out. She's fantastic. But I went ahead and did a cover on this one as well, which I think is cool. It's all done in watercolor and Posca pen. Just doodles. But this is my gouache practice sketchbook. Like I said before, these are all my Art Snacks stickers. Not all of these are videos on my channel, but most of them are. I started out back in 2019 with this sketchbook, and I didn't get too far with it before I put it on a shelf and didn't touch it again. But this is this year's sorry, a little dry. Gouache practice. I started out with moonscapes in blue. I think they turned out so pretty. I really like gouache. I just need more practice. I set up a gouache station. I'm going to do a studio space tour. I'm going to take you on a little tour of the space now that it's all clean and set up after the chaos of doing craft shows. I did some mountainscapes. I think both of those, the vibrancy of gouache is just amazing. It blows my mind. I really, really enjoy it, so I do want to practice more. And that you can layer light on dark or dark on light is really enjoyable as well. And then jellies, because I love them, and hot air balloons, because I had a situation where I was painting hot air balloons for a while. This was my first attempt at the hippos that you saw in the animals. I tried to do her in gouache first, and she did not turn out the way I wanted her to. I'm very novice at gouache, so I reverted back to pen and ink drawing and watercolor as opposed to gouache, and I can show you them side by side. Let's see. Yeah. This is what I wanted her to look like in gouache, and things got dark fast, and yeah. I love watercolor. Watercolor is my jam. And then just practicing flowers and little vignettes. Nothing crazy. Just having a fun practice day. And then here, I don't know. I was thinking there's a person that does this. They put down these vibrant backgrounds and then paint pretty realistically over the top, and you can see little peaks of the vibrant color through, and I love how it looks. So that was the plan for this page, and I'm going to come back to it and finish it. I just haven't gotten back to it yet, so this will be finished, probably one of my first spreads that I do for the new year, and that's, so I have all these pages to fill up this year. And I actually set up a gouache station for painting, so this will be sitting out there and ready. I can just sit down and paint. I'm super excited about that. And then we have these two bad babies left, so we'll do this one first because these were done first, and I'll zoom way out because these are big pieces. I think most of them go this way. But this is an Artist Loft mixed media pad that I picked up at Michael's for like super cheap. The Artist Loft, it's 140 pound, I don't think it's 100% cotton, but it's acid free, heavyweight. It's just really good paper. So I went ahead and did a fun ink drawing with a planet and just having fun back in March. This is, I think, is a video on the channel. I think I was going to say all of them, but this one's not. This is just me doodling. As I was daydreaming about mermaids, and I was doodling different ideas for the mermaid cave. I love how this globe thing turned out. But I was thinking a mermaid princess, but she turned out all fierce and angry looking, so she did not become a mermaid princess. But that's ink and a little bit of watercolor and charcoal and a little bit of marker. It looks like I've got my gray tone markers in there as well. And this is very thick paper. And then because I love to draw birds, this is oil pastel with a watercolor background. I love how this turned out. I love the vibrancy of it. And the background could be a little less intense and the bird would pop a little bit, but that's not nature really. Generally your birds blend in pretty well. And then I did little landscape studies. Oh, come on, you can focus. Come on. There we go. Did little landscape studies. I really like how this turned out. Yeah, I'm getting better. These aren't my best works by far, but I am getting better at landscapes. I did a little riverside tree trunk drawing in ink. This whole drawing was done in ink and then watercolor wash over the top. Lots of fun, very therapeutic. I do that a lot. I'll do a big ink drawing and then drop watercolor all over it. This is another oil pastel. Nope. It feels like it's oil pastel. It is. It's a little bit of oil pastel, or it might be those Neocolor 2 crayons on top of a watercolor wash. I really like how the birds turn out. I love painting birds. And then I put tissue because this next one is pastels. I really like how this is a YouTube video. I love how this turned out. Love, love, love it. And that's as far as we got in here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more pages, big pages too. And these tear out too. It's perforated along the edge, so you can tear them out if I want to sell them or scan them and stuff. And then final one, I bought this little baby at the end of the year. It's an Artist Loft sketchbook, and it is super cute. I love it. And I went ahead and just started doodling in it. Just open it up like that, I guess. And I wanted to fill it cover to cover. So this is just ink doodles while watching TV, just not thinking, just doodling. And then filling in with paint pens, and because I have markers and paint, I have all kinds of stuff out there. I'll show you that space as well when I do the art room, the studio tour. We'll just call it a studio tour. But these were all done in December, I believe. At the very end of the year, a couple little cute bird studies, and then cute little bunnies. Cute little bunnies. That actually looks a little scary close up like that, but using different elements together, different, I have a purple gel pen and a gold pen and then marker in the background, and this is ink and marker. Just experimenting with what will happen on the page when you mix stuff together, and this is a good place to do that. Something tiny like this, you're not feeling precious about it at all, and you can just doodle. These are, I did this page first. I did the Tree of Life. This is a big thing with me right now. When I do my my next video of my body of work, loose leaf work, that will be the next video that we go through. That's going to be a longer video. I have all of this stuff to go through with you guys. It's a pretty big pile. It's a good, I want to say 6 inches deep. Biggest body of work that I've done so far. But I have a large piece of Tree of Life that I did that's framed in my living room. It's on black paper with ink and pastel, and I love it. But I keep coming back to it with other mediums and trying different things. And then this page, I have this glitter pen thing that I love. And I just doodled on that page to fill it, because I don't want there to be blank pages in this one. And just out of my head landscape, I will do that a lot. Just doodle a landscape from my head if I don't feel like pulling up reference photos. This graphite drawing is mirrored on this page, and I thought that was cool, so I'm going to leave this alone. I just thought that was neat. It's almost perfectly mirrored, but I like how he turned out. He's a pencil drawing, and then I went in over the top of him with ink, and then the background with marker. Foxes, little fox studies that got away from me. They're terrible, but I mean, you can't win them all, right? Scribbling, just doodling, and then this was all in one day. I was not feeling like, I wasn't feeling it at all, but I really, really wanted to draw. So I pushed through. I ended up doing this guy in pencil, and then went over with marker and a silver pen and like a marker background, and then I drew this little dude in graphite and went over him with marker. He's funny, he made me laugh. I don't know what he is, he's just some creature. And then another neographic page, just because it relaxes me and I get to play with color and design shape and not think. So a lot of this scribbling is from the previous page, but once again, it's a sketchbook, so you don't really need to care about all that. And these scratch marks are from this. I did a little bit of, what do you call this? Holly in marker, and yeah, that's just a marker piece. I don't very often do marker pieces. Colored pencil, just messing around with different kinds of color or Christmas tree patterns. And then I drew an angry owl for some reason. He looks fierce. He looks a little miffed. Maybe it's the glitter marker. He didn't want to be glittery. He's unimpressed with me, and he doesn't like it. And then I did another landscape out of my head with the glitter marker and colored pencil and marker. Just kind of layered it all in there. That turned out cool. I like all the different textures. Penguins, because they're cute and I like them and I can. And they both turned out cool. It's graphite with a little bit of colored pencil in the background. And then doodling. I don't remember what I was watching, but it was a very long movie that I've seen before, but it was on and I liked the movie, so I was doodling this while watching that. No, I wasn't. I was watching, Walking Dead episode, you know, back to back to back to back. So feels like a long movie. Doodled all of this in pen and then went in with marker on top and a little bit of glitter pen. And then I wanted to do like a winter landscape thing. I feel like it reads as a winter landscape, you know, with the river and snowy trees and the blue background. And then things got carried away. A mixed media Christmas tree. I threw everything on this page. The Christmas tree got wonky really fast, and then the background got away from me really fast. And I put way too much pattern and texture all on one page, and yeah, so yeah, that happened. And then I thought maybe a gold or silver pen over the top of all of this to redo the river theme, but smaller. Yeah, that got away from me pretty quick too. With it like a glowing sun, and you know, yeah, things got crazy. And then more studies of trees, a little Christmas tree spread. And then I did a rose all in graphite. And then I decided I really want a blue background. So I put in a blue background with the marker, acrylic marker. And then the rose kind of looked super washed out. So I went in over the top of that with a Faber-Castell Sanguine, I think. Pit pen, and then the leaves I just brushed some marker on. I don't hate it, but I feel like I should have just left it a graphite drawing because I really love the graphite drawing. But I do that a lot. I'll do a graphite drawing and I love it, but it's too soft and whatever, so. And that's it. The rest of the pages I've done this year. This is the last page I did in here for 2022. And that is all of my sketchbooks. And in the next flip video, we will be flipping through my body of work. That will probably be a longer video, a chattier video. Probably gonna wait until the weekend to do that one. I'll put it out. Sorry, I'll put it on out on Saturday. This one I'm going to put out. What's today? I don't even know what day of the week it is, you guys. That's how bad things are for me right now. Everything mushes together when you work from home and live at home. Oh, it's Tuesday, so I'll edit this one tonight and put it up tonight. Excuse me, because I have my watercolor video coming out Wednesday. So my flip video for the body of work will be, I'll film it tomorrow and I'll put it out for Thursday. And then I have my Friday video done. I just need to edit it and put that out. You guys don't need to know all this. At any rate, these are the sketchbooks that I used, worked in this year, that I will be working in again, not this, that I'll be working in throughout the year this year. And I'm doing a, on my Patreon, I just started, so there's not a lot of videos up yet, but they're coming. I'm doing my tutorial tomorrow. I'm doing a monthly tutorial and for the video tier, and that tier also gets the longer vlogs and the almost daily sketch with me's. I'm trying for daily, but it's been a challenge. So I missed 2 days so far this year already. But these are going back out there. I'm ready and prepared. I'll show you a little tour of the different spaces that I'm using all of these books in, and this in one of the next upcoming videos as well. I got plans, you guys. I got lots of plans. If you stuck with the video this long, I really appreciate it. I'm a little tired and I'm not feeling too well, so I'm gonna go lay down and get some good sleep tonight. My body's trying to catch a head cold. Don't forget to do the likes and subscribes and thumbs up and all that business. It really helps the channel grow and gets my videos out to more people that would like to see them and all that jazz. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.